Now to the fallout of the military strike against Venezuela and the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. President Donald Trump touted the operation before House Republicans today, calling it proof of America's military might.
Nobody could have done that. Nobody has our weapons. Nobody has the quality of our weapons.
And the tension isn't over. President Trump is threatening to launch another military operation in Venezuela if the acting president fails to cooperate. Meanwhile, the Senate is gearing up to vote on a war powers resolution Thursday, which would force the president to get congressional approval before launching any future strikes in Venezuela. 72 hours after Maduro's capture and 24 hours after his first appearance in court, Venezuelans in our region are still grappling with the uncertainty of what comes next, both for them and for their country. NBC 10's Isabel Sanchez spoke with them today as the South American nation enters day 3 of a change that for many is still not enough.
Overall, we've been very happy that Maduro was removed from power. We still want more because the regime is still in power.
That sentiment is shared by many Venezuelans today. Guillerand owns Pujero Flavor, a Venezuelan restaurant on South Street. He says while there is still joy after the detention and first court hearing of Maduro and his wife, fear about what's next to come is still there.
There's also concerns. We have family, we have friends. That's a place where we grew up.
Today, Diosdado Cabello, one of Maduro's close allies and political leader in Venezuela, also wanted by the U.S. government, was seen in public for the first time, surrounded by armed men on the streets of Caracas. This comes as Delcy Rodriguez, Maduro's vice president, was sworn in as interim president of Venezuela. For many, democracy remains the ultimate goal.
We hope that transition happens, whether it is them immediately or call for another elections with more international oversight of it.
Amid controversy on how the U.S. intervened and removed Maduro, Fernando Torres, a Venezuelan with nearly 30 years in the U.S., says the process may not have been perfect, but it opened the door to a change the country desperately needs.
I hope people see that from the Venezuelan eyes. When you're drowning, you don't ask how's that rope came to help you out. You just try to float and get there, something to get you there, to get you out of the water. So that's the way we see it.
Some local Venezuelan organizations are now pushing to meet with senators and representatives to ask for actions that ensure safety both for Venezuelans here in the U.S. and those back in their homeland. I'm Isabel Sanchez, NBC 10 News.